Okay, good evening, everyone. Let's get started. Amaka, I did great.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, you okay?
Yes, I'm good, sir.
Good, good. All right. Tonight, we're going to look at cost benefit analysis. Like when we are creating solution evaluation, I said is supposed to be somehow attached to solutions evaluation, but we have to detach it because it is going to be a topic on its own, so we can treat it well. Continuing from solutions evaluation, after evaluating every solution, how they match your criteria or stakeholders' expectation, ultimately, all of them must have what we call viability. It's an investment. So cost benefit analysis is a technique we use to assess the viability of that particular solution or the viability of the project. Whatever project we want to venture in, as a BA, you are trying to help your organization to realize value, realize benefit. You cannot drag them into a project where the cost will be bigger than the benefit. Is not worth it. So we must have to find a way to justify the value we're bringing to table. Saying this is what we're bringing, this is the benefit, this is the cost, but actually the benefit is what we are benefiting is way above the cost. That's just the purpose of cost benefit analysis. People can forget it in their personal project, but it's very, very necessary because that is the only way we can justify that the project is viable. And it's very simple. It's all about understanding all the costs and understanding all the benefits. You sum all the costs, you sum all the benefits. Then you minus the benefit from the cost. No, you minus the cost from the benefit. After minusing the cost from the benefit, and we still have positive number, it means the project is viable. But when we minus and we're having a negative number, it means that the project is not viable. It means that the cost is bigger than the benefit. So the only place we are going to be having challenges trying to understand cost benefit analysis is area like trying to monetize the value of all the benefits. From my experience, it's very difficult to monetize all the benefits. Some benefits cannot be monetized. So all you need to do is try to let the organization, you can use word to quantify the benefits. Some benefit, yes, we are saying it is very beneficial, but the kind of value, you might not know how to quantify it, like better decision making. A system can help us to take quality decision making. Yeah, you see the quality of decision making, but you're trying to do the arithmetic to get the monetary value of that decision making might be very difficult. So these are the only challenges we've identified in cost benefit analysis. Yeah. but we use it. Most of us that use it, organization, we are very conversant with some of the challenges, but when we see some of the benefits being listed, we already know that it's beneficial. Some companies tend to use what we call business value calculator. I've used business value calculator, but is not in the market like that, and there is no software we can just use to get business value calculator. But in our company, we hired a developer to develop it. It's a customized solution, you know. So some people who are very good can use Excel documents but these are some crafty developers can use Excel document to create it. That is business value calculator. Is a way of calculating the cost benefit analysis. You just make inputs and the calculator will show you if the business is viable or not. So you don't need to start doing all the computation. But for the fact we don't have an automated system, or we don't have any application, we tend to do it manually. I teach it manually. I've been using it manually. So that is the only thing, but you must have a way to decide how viable the project is or the solution is. That is because the return on investment. So let's look at our notes to understand this more. So cost benefit analysis is a method used to compare the expected cost of a project against the benefit it will provide. It helps determine whether the project is financially viable. This is achieved by assigning a monetary value to both cost and benefit, and then subtracting the total cost from the total benefit to determine the net gain. If the projected benefit exceeds the cost, sorry guys. So if the projected benefit exceeds the cost, then the project is considered worthwhile. But if the cost outweighs the benefit, the project should be reconsidered. Nobody tends to implement a project that is not considered beneficial. So well, in so many cases, it's difficult to determine the benefits. For instance, if you want to embark on a project like a wedding, yeah, you see all the costs. So some of the benefits is going to be determining the benefits of that wedding. So many of the benefits attached there is going to be difficult to monetize. Through wedding, you have children, you have companionship. So some of all this now, how can you determine the monetary value of children. Some of these cannot be determined. So that's why I said that so many values in some project cannot be bought. Some of that will find a way to determine or let the organization know that some of these benefits cannot be quantified or cannot be monetized. So we're using CRM system as a case study here. So let's look at the cost here, cost and benefits. The first is the cost. You see the cost here. You list the cost. Under the cost, we have the initial investment, which is software licensing, hardware, implementation services, training, and data migration. All these things are costs. Then you have ongoing costs. Software maintenance, after the implementation, you still need to maintain. Technical support, you need technical support. Hosting and cloud services, upgrade and update. Then we have labor costs, IT staff, administrative staff. These are all the costs. These are all the costs associated with implementing or this CRM system. So if you want to look at some of the benefits when a CRM system is implemented, you can look at productivity, time savings, automated task automation, improves collaboration. These are productivity. Then sales and revenue, increase lead conversion, cross-selling and upselling, customer retention, and then have customer service, improve issue resolution, personalized support. Then we'll have reporting, better data insight, customized report. We have competitive edge, enhanced customer experience, differentiation from competitors, and that's it. So you have to get the total cost, and then you have to get the total benefit. And then the net benefit will be when you subtract this total cost from the total benefit, you get the net benefit. If the net benefit is, that means either plus or minus. If it's minus, it means it's not profitable. We might reconsider. But if it's plus, then it means we have to carry on. So that's it. So looking at it on Dynamics template here, see here we have license fee. I'll have cost of purchasing Dynamics 365 license. Then we can see $25,000. Implementation, that is initial setup and deployment. You can say 30,000. Then we'll say training of employees on CRM usage. You can say 10,000. You can say customization, tailoring CRM to business needs. You can say 15,000. You can say integration, integrating CRM system with other systems. You can say 12,000. And then we say maintenance, that is ongoing maintenance services and update. You can say then 8,000. And if you sum it up, you get 100,000. That is the total cost. Then if you want to look for total benefits, you have to list all the benefits. So if here you see benefits, improved productivity, time saved by automating tasks. You can say 40,000. So in my experience, even in our business value calculator, this is the only benefit we try to monetize. All the other benefits, all we do is we target as non-monetizable benefits. But in terms of time savings, this is where we normally get monetized benefits by looking at the time saved from such implementation. For instance, if you automate activities in CRM system, most of the activities being automated before were being done manually. When you automate it, it means it's going to save time. In some cases, you have to move away some staff. Some people might even lose their job because of that. Companies are, they are not, they are Shylock. They are capitalists. They don't care if people losing their job. All they want is profitability, But I'm not I don't support people losing their job. So in so many cases, when we automate a system, some workers will be moved to some other areas that does not need automation. So that's how we do it. But here, after automation, like in our own lead management system, you look at the lead management system, most of the activities are going to be automated, and it's going to save us a lot of time. And those time are going to be converted to money. So how many hours are we saving? We check how many hours we are saving. And we check how many hours do we pay staff. You can say we are paying some of those stuff like sales rep, can say we're paying them $15 or 15 pounds an hour. So how many hours we save them, we times them by the amount we pay those employees. That will help us to get the amount of money. If you look at it here, is time saved times number of employees times hourly wages. That is the easiest way to get the monetary value like this in figure. Then we'll have enhanced customer service, better customer interaction. Okay, this is difficult. Retention rate times average revenue per customer minus customer acquisition cost. You get this? And then we'll have better decision making, access to real-time data, value of improved decision. You can say this is just a guesswork. Say, let's apportion 25,000 to this. Then, but this is very difficult to monetize. So these are some of those value that cannot be monetized. Then we'll have streamlined sales process, efficient sales tracking, increased sales times average day size minus customer minus cost of sale, and we get 30,000. So you see, all these are, it's very difficult to get all this work. The point here is just to let us get the total benefit. And you see here, the total benefit here is 145,000. So if that's the total benefit and the total cost is 100,000, now when you minus 100,000, which is the total cost, minus the total benefit, we get 45,000, and that is the return on the investment annually. So that means we have this kind of return on investment. It means that is 45% return on investment. It means the business or the solution is worthwhile and should be continued. That's how to do it. So during the course of my research, because I tried search for so many textbooks, I couldn't see so many texts. I have to find a way to get the monetary value of all this, the only one I know which is very easy is the time, which the first one, which is number of hours saved. So this is the formula is already there and very easy to calculate. So, but on customer retention value, this is I generated this from AI because I couldn't find any textbook on this. I've done research on this. So the point I'm saying here that is this formula is not validated by any textbook yet. So, and then we'll come under this one, issue resolution. Equally from AI, I don't see any textbook, it's not validated. And lead conversion rate. So most cases I work, these are some of the values that cannot be monetized, but I'm trying to add monetary value to it. So why I'm saying this is that I'm using it with caution for now until it's validated. But the only one that is validated, which is can find it in so many textbooks, is the total number of hours saved times by the hourly wages, and that's it. So yeah, so that's why this calculation here, that is the example of how to calculate benefits. So why using it, try to be careful, because that's why I'm explaining it to you guys, so that you know that I don't have backup for some of them. Yeah, but it's still on my research list, still looking for a way where I can back the calculation up. But that is how to do cost benefit analysis. So in a situation, you can use it, or you can equally say that they cannot be monetized. Nobody is going to query you for saying that, but if they have, then fine. And that's why company, they don't care about the hard format like value based calculator. They're only looking about the amount of hours they can save, depending on the kind of solution they are implementing. But in CRM system, where most of the work are being automated, it reduces hours, it speeds a lot of things. Like automation equally increases the quality of data. Data quality is being increased. tremendously, reducing error. In such areas, you find out that it cannot be improving the quality of data. You might not really be able to monetize it. So these are some of the areas that we might not be able to monetize in cost benefit analysis. But you can see the kind of value they are bringing. So that's it. So that's it on cost benefit analysis. Yeah. So at this point, if you have question, you can ask question.
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to confirm. Did you say costs? Sorry, total costs minus total benefits?
Yeah, when you sum the total cost, you sum the total benefit.
Yeah.
Then you
Get the
might
net.
you subtract the total cost from the total benefit.
From
After subtracting the total cost, then we'll have what we call net benefit. If the net benefit after removing the cost is positive, then it means the project is viable. But if after removing the cost and is negative, meaning that the cost is higher than the benefit, then we should reconsider. You know, but like I said, the challenges here is so many benefits are going to be very difficult to monetize. So, but so many companies have a way of taking that. Like I said, my own company, the main area we focus is the amount of money, the amount we save. So if the amount of hours we save, we have a threshold. You know, there's the amount of hours we can save here. We say, wow, this is the amount of hours we can save from this, and we are comfortable with that. We are happy. It is a company's stand, because if we want to do the calculation to monetize the decision making for improved system, quality data, is going to take time to monetize the decision making, or to increase or even compliance, because some of these things help us to be compliant, like GDPR. Most solutions need to be, when you are handling customers' data in any way, you're handling customers' data, you must be compliant. In a way, you must have a system you use to manage their record. And every system you want to use to manage their record must be GDPR compliant. Means that you must have a way of data protection, and whomever you are using their system, their data must have access to their data as well. And if the system is not compliant, some of them have fine, like you can pay up to 10,000 £10,000 fine here in UK if the way you manage your system. So if you have a system, if you implement a system that can help you become GDPR compliant, automatically is saving you up to £10,000 the fine you would have paid because so these are some of the things, some of the benefits. You can see there's so many benefits, but so many benefits cannot be monetized. So many benefits, they can. There's this high advanced mathematics, advanced financial or business, called business economics. For those who study some of them, but yeah, if you go deep into business economy, some of these formulas can start coming out. But yeah, that's it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Madam Ego, have you got any question?
No, I was going to ask if we are unable to get some of these formulas, could we make an estimated guess?
Yeah, you see, I use estimated guess, or alternatively, we are not in it's not an examination hall, it's a workplace. And project, you can discuss some of your deliverables with your line managers. So like I said, me here, I'm a senior business analyst. And when some of these young business analysts, they are faced with this challenge, I know that it's something they're already going to face. So the main thing, we know where you have value. When we have evaluate, that's what have line managers who validate your work. You must put on some basic documentation, basic work, like at least you must show those areas we know that can be monetized, and those areas that cannot be monetized. As a group, we can say, okay, well, value to just come up with a decision. We can say decision making, better decision making. We can just we can just give an estimated figure. We can see retention, customer retention rates. We can give it estimated figure. But like you see, I've got some formulas, but I said that formula is not tested. Because what the purpose of telling the customer is not tested, if you use it, your line manager might be curious to find out, how did you get this? You know, and they might query you, so how did you, they might want to know more. And you see, they might even want to know, where is the source? Where is the authority where you get this calculation? You know, but that's why I'm telling you that it has no source for now. If I see source, I will update my notes on that. So that's it. But you don't need to worry about give some of those areas that are difficult to monetize, capture it as values that are benefits that cannot be monetized. Some of these benefits, you list benefit that cannot be monetized. It can be a point of discussion during validating your deliverable. So that's where you navigate all this. So you are not in a, if you already got nobody or nowhere in the interview, they are going to come and tell you to give us cost benefit values of what you get. You are not in an examination hall. So nothing like that is going to happen. And nowhere in the workplace they are going to say you must provide the values, the monetary values of clean data or high improved quality of data or improved quality of decision. Nobody is going to come and you must come and do that. So, but it's good to understand cost benefit analysis in the areas, just as There, if you can come up as a team and agree to apportion values, good. But if not, just use some of these areas cannot be monetized, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying I've faced that so many times, and we always use. I said we always use business value calculator to do all those things. So it's not a big deal for us. For any project, we just try to understand how much time are we saving from this project. If we are saving reasonable time, that's all we need to understand. All right. Thank you. I think the next time all we need to do to round up or to tidy the initiate stage is business case. But once you have all these in place, the next thing is for you to write a report. That report is what we call business case, to justify give a justification for the projects to go on. So all these cost benefit analysis, solution evaluation, business analysis, requirements analysis, everything you are doing is to help you to write a report. All these deliverable, both cost benefit solutions evaluation, requirement analysis, we are doing it to just write one report. Because that report, you cannot write that report without all this information. So the information will help you to write a report as a consultant, making a recommendation for them to buy this idea. So that's it. And that is what we call business case. So that is going to be our next topic. Once we come up with a business case, then if the business case got approved, then the project starts. If the business case is not approved, it means the project cannot start. The project cannot continue. So at the initiate stage, the project have not really actually started. We are still in the process of initiating the project. After the initiate stage, in so many cases, we might just end up, it means that we couldn't initiate the project. So that is it. The outcome of initiate stage is kickstarting the project properly. So that's it. Is that quite understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for joining, and
Thank you, sir.
yeah, this one is short. Bye.
Thank you for uploading the other one.
Okay, no worries. I'll upload this one again by tomorrow morning.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.